I don't know. I think this fight better than first fight, but we'll see. Now my time to come back.
Well, you come back. We saw Turkey Al-Sheikh come up to you right after, put 3 fingers in the air, saying third fight. Is that what you want? A rubber match with Dmitry Bivol?
Actually, I don't want second fight too. I mean, it's not my choice, but no problem. We're gonna do third fight if we need.
Unbelievable fight. Much better than the first one, and they gave their all. And we're going to get probably a trilogy out of it now.
Would you be interested in fighting David Benavidez, possibly instead of a trilogy with Artur?
I'm open for any fight, but today I wanna enjoy that I'm undisputed champion. I wanna take care of my health because I have some issues. I wanna heal myself and then move forward again. Doesn't matter, trilogy, Benavidez, Canelo, or as always, I'm just waiting offer, and I'm saying yes.
We need to see a trilogy, don't we, Frank?
Oh, without that. Listen, that was a privilege to watch. 2 gladiators, ultimate warriors, delivered. That was a much better fight than the first fight by a mile. And the first one was a great fight. Brilliant fight. I loved every moment of it. And you've got to take your hats off to him, and it deserves another fight.
Beterbiev and Bivol's third fight is on a lot of people's mind, but Benavidez is in the building. We know how
Fight will fight anybody. Doesn't matter. Bivol's proved time and time again. He's beat the pound for pound number 1. He's beat the pound for pound top 5 tonight. He's the undisputed champion. No problem at all. Whoever's next for Bivol, he'll be ready.
I think that we should look forward to a trilogy now.
You think a third fight?
I think that'll be awesome. The Trinity trilogy.
If they do a third fight, what adjustments do you think can happen in the fight?
Is it time for one?
The adjustments, I think that really, to be honest, on Beterbiev's avenue, I think he really needs to work downstairs first, chop him down, break him down, slow him down as far as Bivol goes. And Bivol, stick and moving, keep doing what he was doing tonight.
Dmitry, how do you feel about your next opponent?
I think the December it will be just amazing. Maybe earlier, maybe October. Why not?
You have a preference, David or trilogy?
I don't have any preference now, to be honest. What people wanna see, I gonna take, no problem. Maybe we could talk about cruiserweight. I will think about it also. Why not? I have belts here. I need to check cruiserweight.
It was very nice, delicious, beautiful. Now we'll see round 3.
It was delicious. Who had the better meal tonight? How'd you have the fight?
The winner.
Before the bout, boxing superstars expressed their opinions to the surprising conclusion of the year's most anticipated rematch between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol. Teddy Atlas thought that after fighting the boogeyman in Beterbiev, Bivol would get better. He felt that being in the ring with someone like Beterbiev helped him address concerns about his past, but he also thought that Beterbiev may be better in the rematch since he had more time to heal and rehab his knee.
I think that Bivol is going to get better from the experience of having been in there with the boogeyman. I just think that being in there with this guy, this boogeyman, he got some answers to some questions that he might have thought he had going in the first time, but he didn't have. Because you don't have them until you're in there. You actually go through that experience. And I think that will better him. But I also think that Beterbiev might be better because he had more time to recover the knee.
Teofimo Lopez stated that he thought Bivol will win again, but he hoped Bivol would get better in their upcoming fight. Although he still acknowledged Ball's impressive technical skill from their first encounter, he expected Bivol to be able to harm Bivol more this time. Teofimo found that although Bivol showed good skating abilities, his stamina appeared to wane in the later rounds. Overall, I anticipated an exciting battle.
22nd, Bivol or Beterbiev? I think same outcome. Beterbiev. Rooting for Bivol. Hopefully he does better than the first time. If anything, I think Beterbiev is gonna hurt Bivol this time around. Kudos to Bivol, man. He boxed very well, but he just didn't show enough grit in the last championship rounds. It's a great fight.
Garcia believed that Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol's rematch would be an exciting battle. He thought Bivol could have a greater chance of winning this time if the match was like the prior one. Because many in the boxing world believed that Bivol won the first bout, Garcia said the judges were swayed by all they heard and that he may win a tight round in a rematch.
I think it'll be a great fight. I think if they do have a rematch, especially in Vegas, if we see the same fight again, I think this time it will go to Bivol. Just the way the judges are seeing. You see, the judges are also human beings. The judges are also hearing, reading, everything. You know, a lot of boxing people thinking Bivol won. So they hear all that. So in a rematch, any close round might go to.
Do you know what I mean when I say that Bivol won? You understand what I mean when I say that it appeared in the end. Bivol, you know, low dough down, huh? Also, ut. And he hellowed dough down in
Bivol winning. You know what I mean? Which came on at the end, you know what I mean? Because Bivol, slowed down. He slowed down, so. But I had Bivol winning.
I feel like a lot of folks did. Should they rematch? How do you see the fight playing out? Should they rematch? How do you see the fight playing out?
Oh, I think they should rematch. And I think it's going to be a different situation this time. Because it seemed like he got winded at the last.
According to Jose Benovitz Jr., Bivol outboxed his opponent and landed cleaner blows, which was sufficient for him to win the first battle. He agreed that the rematch was necessary because both Bivol and BBV were excellent fighters. Another thrilling matchup. Although Benovitz Jr. was pulling for Bivol, he understood that both fighters would probably have different strategies. This time, making it difficult to anticipate if the battle would be the same as the first one.
That was a good fight. I feel like Bivol. Yeah. I thought Bivol did enough to win the first fight. But if you go anyway, like I said, they're both great fighters. It'll be a great fight. I'm going for Bivol though.
How do you think it's like a different fight? The same fight, as close?
See, can't even say because I'm pretty sure they're gonna come with different game plans because Bivol, he's a boxer, but I feel like Bivol's gonna try to fight different too, not like the first time. So you have to wait and see. It's gonna be
Given that both boxers were anticipated to modify their tactics, Benavides Jr. believed the second bout would be spectacular. Despite this, he stood by his opinion that Bivol won the first bout based on his performance. He acknowledged that Bol's ability to outbox better was crucial in the first battle, but he also pointed out that the judges may have different opinions. Depending on who they preferred, Ihes was looking forward to the rematch and thought it would be another exciting bout.
the cleaner punches, he outboxed them, But then again, I wasn't there like the judges were to score every single shot, If you kind of go for someone, you kind of might tend to see more of the punches that they're landing, But like I said, they're both great fighters, so it's gonna be a great fight to watch.
Though he acknowledged that it might not be as intense as their last fight, Chris Algieri said he was excited for the forthcoming battle and expected it to be exciting from beginning to end. He underlined how crucial the game was. Algerio highlighted the fight's importance for the light heavyweight rankings as well as the pound-for-pound list, emphasizing that, with such elite competitors, fans shouldn't miss it.
You got the main event, which, listen, compared to the last fight, obviously what we saw in the first fight, it's not going to be a gangbusters type fight, but it's a very important fight for the weight class, for the divisions, for the pound-for-pound rankings. So the level of that main event is...
Johnny Nelson, who saw the rematch as a chance for atonement, was certain that Ball would prevail by decision. He said that while Beterbiev's style and pace were unlikely to alter, Ball may improve on his performance from the first fight. Nelson emphasized that Bivol had to control the fight's tempo, changing it as required. If Ball could accomplish that, Nelson was positive he would prevail and the outcome of the rematch would be different.
I think it's revenge. I think Bivol beats Beterbiev on points. I think Bivol has room to grow from the last fight, whereas Beterbiev doesn't. I think we see Beterbiev showed you he's got pace. The pace he worked at is the pace that he stays at. He ain't going to change. He's not going to change anything else, or can't change anything else about that style. So Bivol's got to make sure he takes the pace. He brings it up and down, and if he does that, he gets the win. So I think we get a different outcome.
Bivol should have won their first bout, according to David Benitez. Although he acknowledged that the fight was close, he thought Bivol's precise combinations won most of the rounds.
I think he knows what he needs to do now, and yeah, I think Bivol. I think it'll be. A lot of people thought he won. I didn't. I personally, I didn't. I thought maybe 1 round to Beterbiev, but I think it'll be a comfortable win for Bivol this time.
But he acknowledged that both boxers are elite athletes who may make tactical adjustments. Benovitz believed Bivol could win again in a future rematch, but he wasn't certain the rematch would go the same way. If it occurred, Benavidez was sure that Bivol would still win.
Bivol won that fight, to be honest with you. It was a close fight. It could have went. Couldn't have went either way. I feel like Bivol won most of the rounds. He controlled most of the rounds, and his combination punching was better.
Do you think he wins the rematch?
I think he does.
Yeah. Is it different, or do you think it's more?
I mean, I don't know, because both those fighters are both high caliber fighters, so they can make adjustments. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be the same fight or not. But if it's the same fight, I feel like Bivol.
I think it'll be very similar to the first fight. I think there'll be parts where Beterbiev's pressure is a little bit too much. There'll be parts where Bivol's boxing ability and sharpness is having a lot of success, which I think we've seen both times in the first fight. I don't know, it's the age question again. Beterbiev was 40 a few weeks ago, and that was a tough fight, probably the toughest one of his career, and how much